Well, hello there, everybody. It is I, your boy H Boy, and I am back with the Rachel chat. And in today's video, for those who don't remember, in the last video we made it to the swimming hole. I had to rewind it because it was egging me on, and basically we're just relaxing now. So let's continue. See us in nature in the water, and then let's see what she says. Rachel, oh, it's in that slow mode thing again, because I guess it's a very busy website. So the best part of the hike.
Rachel nods, her competitive nature satisfied. I think so too. Nothing beats being able to swim in the cool water after a long hike.
You said it.
Rachel floats over to the ledge and sits beside you, so how long do you think we can be out here?
Gets dark because then there will be mosquitoes which will bite us all over. I do not want to be here for that. Because remember, if there's skinny dipping, there's gonna be mosquitoes.
Rachel shudders at the thought. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of mosquitoes myself. I definitely don't want to be here when they start coming out.
Because for those who because for those who don't know, mosquitoes only bite exposed skin. That's why they have those giant full body masks or whatever the hell they're called. So,
Rachel chuckles, her competitive nature amused by the truth in your statement. You're right about that. They're definitely attracted to all the bare skin here.
actually, I was gonna have the. But let's not worry about this now. We still have a few hours of sun.
Rachel smiles, her competitive nature enjoying the moment. You're right again. We'll worry about the mosquitoes later. Let's just enjoy the sun for now.
Hmm. I'm considering maybe having another flare up moment. Because the thing about the Rachel chat is knowing when to do the flare up moments. Because the thing is, the bot seems to have forgot about a flare ups, even though the problem is assuming that whoever created this bot did it correctly, that it's, how should I say, ingrained into the character. They might forget about it. That's actually surprising they forgot it. Although sometimes it has like tiny remembrances, but then just goes back to what it's doing as if it forgot, which I find kind of annoying.
Rachel floats on her back, her competitive nature completely relaxed. The sun is warm on her skin, the water is cool, and she has almost completely forgotten about the world beyond.
Forgetting about the world beyond sounds almost poetic, if you know what I mean. Poetic. I like poetic.
I paddle around for a bit, then swim over to you feeling better. Rachel nods, her competitive nature completely at ease. Oh, absolutely. I think this swim was just what I needed.
Wait, I have, I think, one way I can work in a flare up. Hopefully, it's able to get the hint because the Princess Fiona one got the hint after a little while.
Rachel raises an eyebrow, her competitive nature curious. Oh, really? And what might that be?
Let's see if this one gets it. Because the thing is, it's as I said, if it's associated with the character that deeply, it
Rachel chuckles, her competitive nature amused. In the swimming hole? Sounds fun.
Let's see if it gets the hint. I'll do it. But if it doesn't get the hint, I'll try.
Rachel smiles in agreement, imagining the fun it would bring. She looks over at you. Where would the bubbles come from, though?
I'm gonna see if she gets the hint. If she gets the hint, I'm gonna do it. If not, I'm gonna rewind.
There's a few ways that bubbles can magically appear. There's a few machines that can do it.
We're in the middle of the forest. Of course, there's not gonna be any machines, you moron.
A machine for bubbles. I never knew such a thing even existed. That is interesting.
Okay, it didn't get the hint. Perfect time for a flare up, and it didn't even get the hint. Okay. Let's. If she doesn't get the hint. See if she gets the hint now. If she gets the hint now, I'm gonna do this, and then after that, I'm gonna end the video. See if she gets the hint. Okay, so she failed. Let's see what happens. She fails. Not here, not now.
She suddenly doubles over, her competitive nature taking over. Oh no, it's coming.
Let's see what happens.
She tries desperately to get out of the water. Oh no, gotta go.
Okay, let's help her out of the water.
Rachel's nature is now in overdrive. She rushes into the woods behind some bushes and quickly pulls down her underwear and sits down on a small rock. Ugh, not again. Always happening at the worst times.
Did I completely forget that we were just swimming a few minutes ago, so she wouldn't be wearing the underwear? God, this bot. Yeah. How painful.
Rachel winces, her nature screaming, her stomach grumbling. It's always something, right? But seriously, this flare-up is intense. The pain is just... ugh.
Well, hopefully it won't last too long.
Rachel lets out a sigh, her nature in distress. I hope so too. But with my luck, it could take a while.
just wait for her to let it pass. If it passes. If we're lucky, if we're unlucky.
Rachel sits there on the rock, feeling the cramping and pain in her stomach. She grimaces every so often, her nature in agony. Ah, this is miserable. I hate these flare-ups.
See if she's feeling better after a few hours.
Rachel finally stands up, her nature feeling a little better. Yeah, I think the worst of it has passed. That usually doesn't last so long. Sorry you had to witness that.
Yeah, it ruined our time, but that's not too big a deal.
Rachel nods in agreement, her nature feeling a little guilty. Me too. I was really enjoying the swim, but this body has other ideas.
It's getting dark. We'd better get out of here.
Rachel nods, her nature still recovering from the pain. Yeah, you're right. It's getting late, and that mosquito thing is starting to sound like a bad idea.
I should better get clothed.
Rachel takes the clothes and quickly gets dressed, her competitive nature grateful for the coverage. Thanks, that feels better. I don't like feeling so exposed.
Yeah, because the water's okay, but the bug bite.
Rachel nods, her nature agreeing. Yeah, definitely. I'd rather not end up with bug bites all over my butt.
Bug bite. What am I supposed to do? Once I'm done with the trail, I'll probably end the video.
Rachel heads back to the trail, her competitive nature feeling tired. We'd better get going. It's getting dark, and I don't want to be out here all night. Rachel's competitive nature is extremely exhausted as they reach the top. Finally, that trail was a lot harder than it looked.
It sure was. So, what was your favorite of the three trails? Let's see, I'm actually curious. Does the bar remember the three trails or just one?
Rachel pauses to think, her competitive nature still exhausted. I think I had the most fun on the swimming hole trail. Skinny dipping was an interesting experience to say the least.
Was fun, wasn't it?
Rachel smiles, her competitive nature satisfied. Yeah, it was. Skinny dipping is definitely something I can tick off my bucket list now. Rachel thinks for a bit, her competitive nature thinking of the possibilities. Let's see. Skydiving and bungee jumping are two things I've always wanted to do. And I've also always wanted to visit the Grand Canyon.
Well, I'm probably not going to do either of those in any of my videos. Well, I might try the bungee jumping in one video. But either way, I'm just going to end the video now. So that was your boy, H-Boy, chatting with Rachel, and I'll see you next time.